Alrighty,
What's up, guys? It's Chuck and Max here.
good to see everyone on this beautiful day. It's a little sluggish out here, but always looking for new angles to record some material. So I was looking through this book, The Psychology of Exercise, and I thought it'd be a good idea of how the BODbx and that can relate back to one another, and how we can provide the support through BODbx and the different types of support out there. So the first one being instrumental support. Basically what that is giving you data and a plan of action for your fitness trends. And Chuck is going to describe how BODbx provides that for as a support system.
So BODbx will provide you a customized, optimized workout each day. That's just going to pop up in the app. And that's a way that we're providing instrumental support because it's telling you which movements to do and which movements are optimal for you on that given day.
While going through this book here as well, on top of the instrumental support, there's a bunch of other types of support there as well, like emotional support. That's something that, to me, having a friend or that attachment to is really important to keep the motivation going. But the BODbx has that emotional attachment as well. Chuck could probably describe it a little bit better than I can.
I mean, that's what we were just talking about this. That's why I built the BODbx coming off of the 2016 Olympics. I wanted a way to feel like I was training with someone, even if I had to do workouts alone. At Berkeley, there were a lot of times when priority was put on current Olympians as opposed to other individuals who were still training and competing at that point. And this was my way of combating that, really, and finding a way to have some emotional support in the form of a coach, that's really a robotic device. So, the BODbx is something you can get attached to. One of the coolest things we've ever seen is one of the earliest purchasers literally sleeping with the BODbx.
Yeah.
And that was when I knew that, this is something that can draw that emotional attachment. And once you guys see the latest versions, we really believe you're going to be drawn to that, and it provides that support for you.
And including myself being in different programs and seeing it in the gyms itself, any group style program, there are the coaches that are offering support to sometimes favorite people. So there is a targeted individuals that can have that support from BODbx, and there's no one that's not going to treat anyone differently. It's geared to you and your success, and you'll have the support from it. So another type of support is informational support, and that basically gives directions and advice, suggestions about the exercise, but most importantly, providing feedback. So as an athlete or anyone that's exercising, we all want to know that we're headed in the right direction, and that feedback is important. So Chuck, how does BODbx give you that informational feedback?
Yeah, so right after your workout, it's going to provide you with an informational dashboard, which you'll actually be able to see right when you log into the app. That's going to give you a total calorie count for all your workouts. It's going to give you feedback positionally on each of your movements, so you can really see what parts of the body should be improved during that movement.
Yeah.
And it's also going to give you velocity feedback in addition to a lot of other things that we'll be unveiling here. But in that sense, it gives you that informational support so that how well you're performing, what you need to do to get better, and then have that thing to go back to, a record of what work you've done and put in. So you have that kind of support along the way.
And you said that there's quality checks, right? So what is it, a 0 to 50? Is it a 0 to 100?
Yeah, 0 to 100.
Okay.
So we've seen this before, and some of this is evolving as we speak. 0 to 100 is a very easy, simple baseline way for us to give you a score on your movement. With some of the things that we're working on right now, including pose recognition, that will become more complex and more directed feedback, kind of like a trainer would give you. So again, we talked about coaching. I think there's a role and a place for coaches and trainers, even to utilize this device to give them that level of support that they might not have naturally because they're human.
Right.
This thing allows the separation from the human preconceptions and different concepts like that I think it's really cool because it's going to allow you to kind of separate those two things.
I agree completely. This thing's amazing, honestly. The next type of support is companion support, which is kind of similar to the emotional support, but having a friend, family member, a pet, a robot that gives you that support, for your exercise and your plan of action. You're continuing to want to push, but you're starting to get tired. So that support is very important, and I believe BODbx does offer the companion support that is needed. It becomes your friend, it becomes your guidance, your teacher, your coach, everything that you need in one. And our last support is validation, and that's basically comparing oneself to other people. So within the community of BODbx, how is that going to be applicable to that support?
Yeah, so you'll actually be able to share each of your workouts after the workout is completed. So all the data and feedback that we mentioned before will be condensed in a beautiful way so that you can share that on social media and your various profiles. One, to kind of brag about what you're up to, because that's a cool thing. And I know we're competitive guys, so I would love to do that, especially for, really intense workouts. But also to gain that community support and, kind of a communal understanding of what you're going after. And I think that reinforces your goals as an individual, but also of the community as a whole, the BODbx community as a whole, of really optimizing what we do in the gym and at home too. So
just imagine you get yourself a score, you want to compare yourself to everyone else in the community, and you can gauge yourself off of that. Oh, I need to pick up the pace next time, or I'm a superstar. Whatever the case may be, it provides that support and feel to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's segment on psychology and how BODbx can affect its exercise.
And we'll see you next time.
See you next time, guys.